Hi, I'm Erin.
Hi, I'm Deem,
Welcome to Are You Living or Existing podcast,
discussing the game of life in your 20s.
featuring people from around the world and all walks of life.
All answering one question: are you living or existing?
Join our journey.
Just hit a button, Morty. Give me a beat.
All right, boom. So, hey, how you been?
I'm good, Kadeem. I
You good?
gotta fix this mic real quick, but I'm doing
Mhm.
well.
Okay,
How are you?
okay. I've been all right. Canada's kind of cold right now. Trying to stay COVID free, obviously, which is
Yeah,
a task in itself. But I'm good. I've been all right. I heard you told me you were sick the other day, yo. What's going on?
we're putting it out there.
It's a podcast. What you mean?
um, That's for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a little sick. I had a little bit in my throat. I took a little walk and you have to go on nature walks,
Yeah.
especially during this time. It's really essential that you get outside.
Hmm.
So I was on this path right by my apartment,
Hmm.
and there's a lot of wildlife outside. I like to say wildlife, a lot of birds,
Okay.
squirrels, a few insects,
Yeah.
but out of nowhere, I just started getting a little something in my throat. And then I got an excruciating headache.
Hmm.
So that was lingering, but I'm flying back to the States Wednesday. And
Okay.
now the CDC passed, you have to get a COVID test
Hmm.
to hop on a flight.
Hmm.
So I got tested today, results tomorrow. So fingers crossed.
Okay. Of
I don't
course.
have
Fingers
anything,
crossed.
but I'm
Fingers
feeling
crossed.
good. I'm feeling good.
That's good. That's good. So,
Yeah.
guys, welcome. This is episode one. Are you living or existing? You know, since we're all in a pandemic quarantine, the last couple of years have been very, very crazy. And just given the fact that myself and A are both in our 20s, we have been through some interesting things in life as everyone else. So we figured we would start a podcast, discussing those different things we go through in our 20s
Mhm.
and try to give some tips, some guys, some stories, have some guests on here, all sorts of things. So
Mhm.
definitely, continue to stay tuned to that. But the most important question that I'm gonna ask you, and you can ask me if you wish.
I'm gonna ask you first because I already know the question that we asked.
You gonna ask me first? All right, go ahead.
So, like Dave said, this podcast, especially since we're both in our 20s, we've faced a lot of adversity in life. So, especially during this pandemic, as many people are, just kind of stir of emotions during this time, especially we're a year in. So, Kadeem, are you living or existing?
Can't believe you just really flipped that on me. That's crazy.
I did. You know what? I had to.
Oh man, but currently, right now, uh, today I am living. But
Hey,
but thank you, clap, clap. But
let's go.
in all honesty, though, I feel like sometimes I feel like I'm just existing. It just depends on the day. Some days you wake up, you're just like, man, I just want to get through it.
Really?
Just make it through the day, get to the end. But some days I feel like I'm fulfilling my purpose,
Mm,
and I'm living. I'm happy. I'm doing what I want to do. Family's good. I'm good. But that's unfortunately not every day. I try to make it every day, but it doesn't happen all the time. But right now, currently, I'm living A.
why do you think that you have those days? Like you said, living life with purpose. What is your purpose?
So for me myself,
Yeah.
I've realized that I enjoy helping people, and giving back,
Hmm.
and I definitely enjoy the game of basketball. So mixing those two in some facet, brings me joy. So currently, I'm coaching and mentoring with Triple Balance / Canada Elite, which is like a AAU team out here in Canada, in Toronto, and I feel like just day in and day out, if I have that opportunity to help someone or make someone smile or make someone's day, I feel like I'm doing good, and that makes me feel good. We'll get into it. Sports changes life was a big, huge part of that. We'll get into
Hey,
all those stories and stuff. But I mean, for my purpose, I feel like I was put here on this earth to help people. You know,
I
so
for you.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like you're kind of the same way too.
We're very similar.
Very, very similar. Very
What's your
similar.
zodiac sign again?
Huh?
What's your zodiac sign again?
We're gonna get the
It's
zodiac
not a
signs
Taurus.
already? We just get it started.
I'm trying to see like
What you mean?
I just we have
Really?
to-
First episode, we're gonna talk about zodiac signs.
I'm a firm believer in zodiac signs. Like
All right,
I believe in all of that.
Okay, I'm a Cancer.
Oh, I don't even know what that 1 month that is. I said it like I did, but I don't know.
July 14th. July 14th.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's not a fire sign. So
I don't know.
What is
I don't
that
know all
here?
of that.
You don't know
I think
anything?
I think it's a water sign.
It might be. Yeah.
Yeah. But we're not gonna stray away from this. Are you living or existing right now? Like what's up with you?
That's a question I ask myself every single day. I would say I'm living, honestly.
Really? Okay.
I would say I'm living. I went through a period like similar where you said like where I was just feeling like I was existing,
Mm-hmm.
and that was at the beginning of the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
And what has helped me, and you see this all the time on like social media, people like move away from your hometown just to escape that environment and try something new.
Yeah.
I really did that. Like I escaped to a new country. Like
You left.
I was in Ireland last
out.
year. Yeah, I left. Many people didn't understand why I was leaving, and I left, and I've been in Ireland for since September. So what is that? How many months? What are we in March?
Yeah. Damn, we were
like almost 6 months. So I escaped to a new country, and even though we're in lockdown and stuff, I still feel like I'm living every single day just because I wake up attacking every day and winning each day for me. And that's helped me in so many ways in terms of just understanding life, because it's not about just, your stats. Everybody's always like, when you ask somebody, who are you? I'm a pro hooper, I do this, I do that. And it's like, no, but who are you? Like, what type of person are you? And that's when you start to live, Life isn't about, and this is what I've learned from being overseas, it's not about, just getting money and the materialistic aspects of life. It's about a collection of experiences.
So true.
And when you have and you keep maintaining the value of those friendships and those people and those memories you create value for yourself. And that's when you start living. So I've done that. I'm continuing to do that, living in Ireland currently right now. I'm heading back home for a couple of months just so I can get this vaccine and see my family a little bit because they miss me and I miss them. So
yeah,
but I definitely will be back. So yeah, I'm living, you gotta come back over here too. True. We gotta get everybody back over here.
Hey man, when things clear up a little bit, I'll be back over there. But speaking of Ireland, you guys are probably wondering, how did these two even know each other? Like, what's going on? Well, we did a program called Sports Changes Life, which is in Ireland. Aaron is currently there right now. And we met through that. We had close friends there as well. And I think since we met, we've been in contact, we've been cool.
We got to talk about, though, how crazy we all hit it off, though. Like, it was crazy. So last year, we got to give more context. So last year, we did Sports Changes Life, like Deem said. And shout out to Garris and the Deirdre.
Shout out to them. Incredible people. 100%.
And it was 22 American scholars, D1, high D1, mid D1, D2.
Canadian.
I'm Canadian. You said what?
I'm Canadian.
Oh, he's Canadian. I forget. He's from Toronto,
Hey, honestly, I'm going to squash this from now before, people from Toronto come on. I'm from Ajax, which is like outside of Toronto.
Okay.
It's like
what was that, like 20 minutes?
25 minutes from the city.
Okay.
But continue.
Okay, at least you said that. There's some people who claim the city when they're from like Westchester. And it's like, yeah, you're from Westchester, And from there, we just instantly clicked. Like all of us, all 22 of us were like, it was like a great bond off of like the 10 days we were in Belfast together instantly. And, me, you and Collins, we were holding it down,
Collins.
Shout out to Collins.
Collins.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. But,
That's cool. No.
Background to it.
But yeah, before that, also, we both played in the same conference. We both played Division I basketball. I went to Siena College, and she went to Quinnipiac. And I never really, I don't think I didn't know you. I just saw you guys when you guys came to play us, and you guys are really good. So I kept tabs on you guys. You guys are always winning. You're like the Iona of the MAC back in the day. Right now, Sienna's running the table. Shout out Saints. But yeah. So I feel like somehow, some way, we were bound to meet. We kind of have the same path in a sense, you
Mhm.
know. And now we're here. We have these type of discussions a lot, too
Yeah.
much sometimes. So we figured that the
Hours on
best
the phone.
I was on the phone. So the best idea we thought would be, start a podcast, share some wealth, get some guests on here that that have the same conversations as us.
Yeah.
But with that, right? Where do you think we're trying to go with this podcast? What are you trying to do with this?
Um, Honestly, I think this podcast serves as not only like a mentor and a guide, but also an ally. We're in our 20s, and you don't gotta say your age, but I'm 20. I'm 23.
She's
So
wilding, bro. She wilding. I can't believe
I'm
it.
23. So like for a lot of people, I got my master's too. Like we got our master's last year through Sports Changes Life too. So we didn't
Yeah.
technically, me and Deem didn't really start life until this year, basically, in terms of just graduating school, not only like Sienna and Quinnipiac, but you got your degree up in Ulster and I got my degree down here in Cork. So
Mhm.
we just kind of started life, and through that journey into entering life, it could be confusing. You have people always have an opinion on what you should do, where you should go. That's either, pursuing your sport more or even going into a career, or what's next, what's next, what's next. And
Mhm.
sometimes you just need a break, and sometimes your parents don't understand that. Sometimes your friends don't understand that. Your significant others don't understand that.
Mhm.
Whoever else doesn't understand that. And um, so this platform aims just to like give people advice, but also know that you're not alone in terms of your journey. That
Mhm.
there's people here who's also going through it or who have gone through it. So we have people, all kinds of people on this podcast from around the world, especially since we've been in both international markets, that can relate to how you're all feeling in your 20s. Um, so that's basically what this podcast is, and you got to really think of this time and this pandemic as a place to restart and refocus and
Mhm.
regain who you are. Because all my athletes out there, and I'm going to ask Kadeem this question later, so I'm not even going to speak on it because he knows exactly what I'm going to say. Because we're not athletes, like we're multidimensional. That's what we call ourselves,
Mhm.
Basketball is what we do. It's not who we are. So I'm asking him that question later on, but I'm gonna let him take the floor right now.
You out here dropping gems early.
This is how we be chatting now.
You
This is
about
how.
to drop some gems early, but nah. But definitely, even with us graduating, going to Ireland, different environment, different culture, getting your master's, playing ball, and then even towards the end of it, the pandemic hit. So we haven't even really lived outside of like our colleges in a normal life,
Yeah.
because we're overseas and we're back here in pandemic and not allowed to go outside and can't be in contact with people and et cetera, et cetera. But I mean, just going through that, we have a lot of different testimonies that we can talk about, you know, especially in our 20s. I know I definitely can. And I feel like the struggle that you go through, you shouldn't really harbor that. You should share it with people because you sharing that might give lessons to someone else going through the same thing. And they can use whatever information you give them to their discretion and apply it to their life in their own way. So I think, this podcast is perfect for that because we're going to have multiple different people, different perspectives, because obviously we don't see everything in the same eyes. I have a different perspective. She has a different perspective. I'm talking about. So, I mean, definitely using this platform for that is ideal. Definitely ideal, especially given our like the fact that we're in different countries. We've been to Ireland. I'm in Canada. Been to the States. She's from the States. Met so many different people from walks of life. It's just, it's just we gotta share the information that we get and even the struggles that we go through.
Minutes.
We're gonna end on that, you know.
I know that.
But most importantly, you know, you guys can follow us on IG. Mine's Deem A _. Right there. What's yours?
My IG is Aaron_25. I think. Yeah, it is.
Double check. It's all right. If it's wrong, it's still gonna be there.
It's gonna be down there. And also, you know what they need to do too?
What?
They need to follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, other platforms, and also follow us on when we're on TikTok.
And YouTube.
We're on TikTok. Follow us on TikTok and also subscribe on YouTube. Because you know why?
All that.
Because are you living or are you existing?
I was like, honestly, if you're watching this right now, ask yourself that today. Really think, are you living or existing?
For real.
Really and truly think about it. And if you want to, you know, comment, DM us, ask us questions about certain, hey, we here, man. We here to help. No matter what it is, man. Another ear to listen to, it don't matter. Because we all going through it, you know. I went through it yesterday a little bit. We all going through it day in, day out, you know. But we all can win, you know. We can share the wealth, help each other out. But first episode in the books.
Yes, let's clap it up for us.
Clap it up for us. This gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun.
It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be fun. But anyways, guys, thank you guys for listening. We appreciate it. You know, appreciate any support that you guys give us. Any sort of information we provided to you guys, we hope it helps. We hope you guys, you know, can take anything from these podcasts, from these episodes, and use it in your own life. You know, because we're all going through something in 2021. We've all been through something in our past. So hope you guys have a good day or night, depending on where you are, and enjoy. But at the end of the day, ask yourself, are you living
or existing?
I love it.